Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica and I just like to share some encouraging words from what God has been walking me through and hope it's encouraging to you. One of the things that God has been just walking me through lately is this verse in 2 Corinthians 12:9 that says, "And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly, I will rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. And little did I know that this week, that is something that God was going to have me walk through. Yesterday, I was just really struggling with anxiety and just praying, and it wasn't going away, and just trying to figure out, okay, what is causing this anxiety? Well, obviously, it is probably spiritual. And I remember just specifically after, probably later in the day, in the afternoon, after just struggling with this for most of the day, just kneeling down and praying and saying, God, would you take this away from me? And basically, would you relieve me of this anxiety? And this is the verse that God brought to my mind right in that moment. It says that my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And that is something that it's so easy to look at that and say, okay, God, I'm so thankful your grace is sufficient for me. But what does that look like practically in our lives when we feel alone, when we feel anxious, when we just want things to change, when we don't understand why things are happening the way they are, especially in this COVID season? And yet, God just wants us to rest in that. He doesn't want us to try to figure out the why, the how, the when, the where. He wants us to just rest in the fact that His grace is sufficient for us right now, in the moment. So I hope that's encouraging to you today, and just wanted to encourage you to rest in who God is, that whatever season you're in, His grace is sufficient. Even if He doesn't take away the anxiety, His grace is sufficient, because in this same passage, Paul is talking about this thorn in his side that he was given by God. And he says, "And lest I should be exalted above measure," this is in 2 Corinthians 12:7, "by the abundance of the revelation, a thorn in the flesh was given to me, a messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I be exalted above measure. Concerning this thing, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me." And I don't know about you, when I read that, I'm like, 3 times, that should be enough. I hope God takes it away. And yet, God doesn't take it away right away. He says, "Look, Paul, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness." And so whatever that looks like in your life, whether you're struggling with anxiety, with COVID, with just being alone during the season, whatever you're struggling with, I just want to encourage you that even if God doesn't take the struggle away, that may be because He wants you to learn that His grace is sufficient for you.